closest to the door, would you mind closing the door? I heard there's a game going on, so we're gonna try to, I'm just kidding. We're rooting hard for our team on stage tonight.
Hello, and thank you for coming to our concert tonight. Since March is Music in Our Schools Month, we figured there's no better way than to celebrate with a concert featuring the talented musicians at our school. We tackled some pretty challenging music tonight and hope you like it as much as we have.
Our first song is Journey Through the Void. The composer wanted it to sound like it could be the background to a 1950s horror movie or maybe Star Trek. He uses crashing notes and driving rhythms to make us sound like we're making our way through space. Slow and spooky at first, we navigate through the darkness. Eventually, we hit light speed and leave the void behind us. Our last piece is Revenge of the Dust Bunnies. This is a cadet band favorite. We are lucky enough to have 3 traveling soloists come from Lancaster on their worldwide tour from Juilliard School of Music and Vacuums. You'll hear lots of weird percussion instruments Mrs. Miller had to purchase just for this song, and it heavily features our trombone's favorite music term, the glissando. A reminder to cadet band students to sit with their parents for aero band and the choir portion. Thank you for coming tonight. Please enjoy.
At this time, family band. Please find your student. Layla has a little sprayer of sanitizer, if you wish. I asked if they knew how to sit when they were ready for the concert to begin. Some of them get A+. Is that my husband? Hello! Welcome to the stage, all of these brave family members! The 6th through 8th grade band students, perfect trombone, thank you, you fit perfectly. The 6th through 8th grade band students were met with the challenge of teaching an adult their instrument. This was met with mixed reviews from even some of the parents on stage. In their journal, parents talked about frustration and uncertainty in their ability, but they talked even more about what patient teachers their students are, and how much they enjoyed seeing their child teach them something, and how much they loved spending time with their kid. They also talked about how surprised they were that they could actually make a sound, and maybe even remembering the notes eventually. These family members on stage are stepping way outside of their comfort zones and putting themselves out there to show you, the audience, that sometimes the tasks we ask our sixth graders to do are hard for even adults to master. I wanted to feature our family band in March, not only because it's Music in Our Schools Month, but also because it's Read Across America Week. And your children have taught you how to read. Music is a separate language all its own, and your students have shared with you how to break the code and decipher a language that takes all hemispheres of your brain to communicate. I thank you, family members, for taking the time to learn this skill with your kids. Now, to the family who never played an instrument, I hope you see all the hard work and determination that your kids had to do in beginning band. To the parents who played an opposite instrument family, I hope that this gave you some insight on how the other half of the band lives, and maybe rethink all those times you said, "Clarinets, why are you so squeaky?" And for those parents who played their child's instrument when they were in school, welcome home. I thought it was only fair, because I'm an adult who has to conduct middle schoolers, that we should have a middle schooler conduct the adults. Please welcome to the stage our distinguished conductor, Mr. Parker Hampton.
Miller doesn't mind if I go rogue here a little bit. I know she doesn't mind. So, hi everyone. Thank you for coming to my hour concert. I know you're all very excited. I've been practicing for weeks, mostly in the car. Windows up, volume low. Confidence also low. When they asked me to introduce the parent band tonight, I thought, honestly, finally I get my big break. Turns out Miller just needed someone willing to stand up here without tripping. So the parent band is made up of moms and dads who thought, sure, I'll relive middle school band. What could possibly go wrong? I was also told to keep this short, which hurt a little, but I respect that. And truly thank you to Mrs. Miller, who answered approximately 437 emails this year that all started with, sorry to bother you again, but... In all seriousness, we are grateful for Mrs. Miller and everything she's poured into these students in tonight's performance. And now, I'm going to read what I actually am supposed to say. Sorry, Miller. Hello! We are the family band. Today we will be playing 3 beginning band songs that Lancaster Middle School students get through during their first months of lessons. We will be playing Mean Rendition of Hot Cross Buns, Merrily We Roll Along, and Lightly Row. Please enjoy.
our best. Anybody want to try parent aerobic?
No!
Stevie C, you?
This Saturday, Aeroband members participated in solo and ensemble in Mount Horeb. Every student on the stage performed. Students took a solo or small group to perform for a judge and got a score. It is a very challenging opportunity, but we all performed our best and had a good time in the process. Let's recognize all the hard work put into solo and ensemble by our students and fantastic accompanists.
Our first Aeroband piece is Curse of the Pharaohs. Since the first moment this music hit our stand, we loved it. If woodwinds and trumpets got paid by the note, they'd be hundred-airs. It also features our amazing percussion section. We hope you love this piece as much as we have.
Our second piece is Bella's Lullaby from the Twilight movie. Even if you're not a Twilight fan, you have to admit this haunting melody is a gorgeous stand-alone song. And whether you're Team Edward or Team Jacob, we can all agree that this piece is the best thing to come from the movie. Please enjoy.
Our last piece is music from Wicked. From Broadway to the movies, Wicked has been charming audiences for over 20 years. This medley features all the favorites. It's a challenging arrangement, and we've really enjoyed tackling the different styles and songs. Even though we were a little cranky in the beginning about playing Wicked, having says to hear 8th graders as they graduate to high school, you'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. Dance along in your seats as we perform music from Wicked.
Thank you for coming out tonight and supporting music in our schools. Author Sarah Dessen wrote, "Music is the great uniter, an incredible force, something that people who differ on everything and anything else can have in common. Band students are reminded to stay for the choir, safe travels home, and have a beautiful spring break."
celebration happening, so give us a sec to get stands. Don't carry 37 stands and drop your instrument. We're gonna get chairs and stands off, and we're gonna get choir raisers on. Bear with us. Thank you so much, everybody.
If we seem a bit harried, it's because we haven't really practiced getting on the stage and off the stage at all this time. It's just been a whirlwind. A couple questions for each group I'm going to try to ask. We did an ensemble at Solo and Ensemble, and for one of our pieces, our second piece, and who was in that? Raise your hand. Ensemble people for Solo and Ensemble. Yay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. And I'm saving my other questions for later. This concert for us is a piece, or each group has a piece that they could do at Solo and Ensemble if they wanted to do it at Solo and Ensemble. And a wacky animal beast-like piece. All right, and if you ask me, and I'm going to say this out loud, this group got the shaft because their piece wasn't as fun as the other ones. It is wacky though. It's about the sow who took the measles and died, and what are we going to do with her? All right? We had to learn a little bit about, we had to answer the question, what is a sow? And I got to tell my story about the sow that got hit by a car over by Cobb once, where I was present. I did not hit the sow. The car got more damage and the sow walked away. But it's always a fun story to tell, and I'm talking too much. This is The Sow Took the Measles. It's an Arkansas folk song.
Such a
I forgot to say that that's our first time of the year usually singing three-part music. Shalom to my friend, and that took us a lot of work to get three parts to stand alone. So one more round of applause for them. And I asked these guys if they wanted to do part of their ensemble piece for soloed ensemble, and I got about 3 hands, so we didn't do it, all right? Okay? But we're going to sing it for you tonight. It'll be our second tune, and the first tune will be our wacky tune, wacky animal beast tune. We piped a concert into the gym and they're cheering for us. Thanks for being here tonight. We're going to do the old Tennessee Ernie Ford favorite, 16 Tons. It sounds like such a little simple little tune, and it's just hard, especially if you're the piano player. Give it up for Mrs. Jonas. That wasn't the piece that they did at solo and ensemble, but how many of you did the next piece at solo and ensemble Saturday? Yeah, that's our group for that. And we all learned anyway. And this piece was kind of a challenge for us too, because even though we'd sung some music with 3 parts, I decided I would confuse them a lot, or something like that. It took me a while to figure out why we were all confused. And so we pulled our hair out. You can see what happened. We finally sorted it out with a few highlighters and figured out what the parts were really supposed to look like in this piece. And this is from Sonnet 97 by Shakespeare. How like a winter. How like a winter I feel when you're away from me. It's basically the story. The birds don't seem to sing. The sun doesn't shine as bright. And even though it's summer, it still feels like drab old winter. So that's this piece. And it also, all the lines are going at separate times, and that was really confusing. This is a really fine group of young people and singers and musicians, and so I've just been making it my life's mission to just annoy them with hard music and seeing what they can do, and they keep stepping up, thankfully. I'm worried that someday they're just going to pick me up and throw me out the door. But this is called How Like a Winter. we're going to do one combined number at the end with a very uplifting message. Mrs. Miller, I was noticing on the light board that there was a little thing marked up there that said lavender. Could you just throw a little lavender at us? Are the boys coming and the 7th grade girls? And why did they go out? I told them to come straight up on stage. 3 or 4 times. I'll be right back. We practiced this with microphones once, so wish us luck. Before we do this, I would like, first of all, a show of hands for who did a solo or an ensemble at Solo and Ensemble Saturday. And just so you know, parents, just so you know that they represented Lancaster, you, us, all of us, very well. Band, singers, everybody did a great job on Saturday over at Mount Horeb, and we couldn't be prouder. And we're so glad that they even did it, because it's a nerve-wracking place to be. So, pats on the back all around. Also, if you did solo and ensemble, there is the possibility of getting a music scholarship, Music Booster Scholarship to a summer music camp. All right? You heard it. All right? So, if you want to send them away, there's the potential is there. All right? Okay, and we've had a few people going to camps for years, and it's a good experience. There are a few solos in this piece, and I want to just have you raise your hands if you tried one of these solos at some point in time, even if it was only once or halfway. All right, so we're going to use, I said it would be announced from the stage, pardon my talking. We have 4 solos in verse 1 and 4 solos in verse 2. Matthew Hill, Maggie Nelson, Brinley Cook, Georgia Ime will be our first battery. And then verse 2, Selena Ime, Maggie Dahl, Bristol Johnson, and Braylon Krubel. I hope I got all those names correct. Feel free to applaud them and take them home after the concert.
coming and putting up with the parking. Have a great night.